Hello everybody, and welcome to my Stamina Nightblade build for the Homestead patch. It's basically the same build I was kind of running. I have tested this build in different ways, in using different setups, different 2 pieces, different 5 pieces. I've ran this for about since Homestead came out. Sadly, my shadow play has been crashing every single time I try to record a video. Like, every single recording. So, out of 10 recordings, which I had some really good 1vx's with this build, I had some really nice clips. If it took 10 clips, 9 of them crashed and 1 recorded. And that was it. It's really, really annoying. I could have made about 2 videos now. But things happen. So basically, what I'm running is I prefer to run with this setup. I prefer to run 4 eternal hunt on my body, and then 1 bow in defending. It's a crafted set. You can get in defending pretty easily. With this setup, you can run. Your enchant's interchangeable with this, depends how you want to run this, but I'll tell you what you can use afterwards. You can run, I prefer to run Viper with this setup. It's 2 well fitted and 5 impen. It's preferably 4 impen, 3 well fitted, but Viper. You can get the sharpened sword very easily. You go into Thunder Grotto 2 in normal or veteran, and you kill the spawn of Mafala boss, and this will sometimes drop this sword called the Debaser, which is always a sharpened 2-handed sword. Why 2-handed sword? Why not a mace? Why not an axe? Why not blah 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 blah? The 2-handed passive balance blade also, I can't remember what it's called. It is called heavy weapons. Gives you 5% damage done. Some people will think, oh, but this also increases your healing. It doesn't. That's a myth. It increases all of your damage increases all your damage, not on your sheet. So it gives you 5% damage, but doesn't apply to any of your tooltips or your character sheet. But it doesn't apply to your tooltips either on your weapons. But it makes your Viper hit 5% harder, makes your surprise attacks hit 5% harder, makes your incaps hit 5% harder. It depends. You can run Spriggan with this, and I'll tell you why you can run Spriggan with this. I played around with the 2 quite a bit, and I did different 2 pieces, I did different 5 pieces. I always ran Eternal Hunt. I fell in love with Eternal Hunt after I started using it in 1 Stamriel. That's when I started using Eternal Hunt. I always thought I would never use this setup, but it's actually a really, really nice setup just because people can't chase you with it. You can just Eternal Hunt and you can Shadow Image. It makes you really, really hard to get. And when you 1vxing, the rune you get from this set will just make it so that these plebs who are try hard chasing you halfway across the goddamn map, they'll just get rooted, and it gives you time to put an image on them, and then kite down a rock, kite up somewhere, and then pop back. It gives you so much opportunity, so just kiting around and being a general how Nightblade should be played. Now, my stats with this buffed. I have 3,471 stam recovery. I have 44.1% crit. I have just under 31k stamina. I have about 23k HP in Cyrodiil, and I have just under 10k magicka. I have just under 700 stam recovery. Blah 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 blah. My crit resistance 2,156, and my resistances are basically the same, 17,000. I can run, when my Bloodborne procs, I have about 23k-ish resistances. Okay, why Bloodspawn, you ask? Why Bloodspawn? I tried Troll King, I tried Selene, I tried Velodreth, I tried 1 Crag, 1 Velodreth, I tried 1 Velodreth, 1 Bloodspawn. I tried that with basically every single setup with my Spriggan, with my Viper, but I always had Eternal Hunt. And this set, I just kind of settled on Bloodspawn just because of the way that it performs in a 1vx scenario, where I'm getting hit and Bloodspawn will give me an incap faster, it'll make me tankier, it gives me time to react. Like, when you are getting Purifying Lighted by a group of people and one of them pops a soul on you, block, cloak, vigor, cloak, and pray for a Bloodspawn proc. And if you get a Bloodspawn proc, you will normally live unless you've got like 2 meteors on you. But this is a reason I decided to run Bloodspawn It makes me a lot tanky, gives me stamina recovery, lets me incap faster. Really good for 1vxing people. Just like cloak, heavy attack them, incap them, and just burst them down. Very easy. Now, the other setup for this build is 5 Spriggan. And Spriggan I did use for a while in one Stamriel with Kara's build, which was 5 Air, 5 Spriggan. To Velodreth I preferred Celine. Now I gain about 1,500 stamina with this. About. Now, my weapon damage doesn't really change. My crit goes down a bit. None of my other stats really change. My magic stays the same, etc, etc. But Spriggan gives you another thing that you can't really count on, which is your penetration against heavy armor people. And I ran a mall with this for some time, just because one Stamriel, Shadows of the Hist, etc, etc. Actually no, this set didn't exist in Shadows of the Hist. In one Stamriel, I decided to run a mall because everybody was a retard running around with Black Rose, Velodreth, Viper, one-hitting you with like Rearming Trap, Dawnbreaker of smiting combos, and it's really, really annoying. So I ran Spriggan instead, and that performed better than Viper in that patch. Now that they have nerfed the proc sets, Viper is still really good. Don't get me wrong, Viper's really, really good. Spriggan, also extremely good set. It gives you max stamina and weapon damage and penetration. Really nice set, but I don't like it because it doesn't perform well against Magical Sorks, and as you know, Magical Sorks pretty good in this patch. I've been started playing one myself since I got my 50. It's pretty nice. But I ran Viper because it performs well in basically any scenario. The only time you'll be like, oh, I wish I had Spriggan in this up when you fight is when you are fighting a really, really good Stam DK or really good Stam Sork. Well, Stam Sorks die to Stam Blades anyways because they can't deal with dots and they can't deal with major defiles and stuff. But when you're fighting a really good Stam Templar or really good Stam DK in heavy armor, you really wish you had your Spriggan then. But that's few and far between. That's the only time you really wish you had your Spriggan, because it would have helped you either kill them, but then again, if you're fighting a very, very good Stam DK, you probably won't kill them anyways, because Stam DK is still roughly broken, because major mending, vigor, other crap. So, my champion points are Magician, well 32 Magician, 46 Warlord, 90 Mooncalf, 30 Tumbling, 30 into Blessed, 5 melee weapon expert, 5 stretching blows, 13 Thaumaturge, 47 precise strikes, 100 mighty, 41 into resistant, 50 into both of the thick skin, hardy and elemental defender, and 9 quick recovery. Now, the other setup I have in mind is 5 Bone Pirate, which is this. So you run 5 of this on your body, and I will make this setup soon because I think it will be super, super strong. So you run 5 of this on your body in whatever way you can get it, and then you run 3 agility on your body, which is 2 recovery, well 2 weapon damage, 1 recovery, and then you run either 2 Troll King, 2 Bloodspawn, 2 Selene, 2 Velodreth, whatever you want to run. I will probably use Selene then, because I'll have the weapon damage and recovery to make up for it, but I'll still try it out. Now, and then you run of course a Maelstrom 2H, I'll run one of these, and then you run a Master's Bow. You want to run Master's Bow because it gives you so much weapon damage against people you want to focus down, and as a Stam Blade you tab target somebody, you poison injection them, you try and burst them down. If that doesn't work, then rip. But you just go back and you keep kiting, and then you try and 1vx them down again. Easy. And I believe that would be the best in slot for this, but your health will be kind of low. You can run that setup on an Imperial, and with an Imperial you can get like 25 health, 25,000 health, about 36k stamina, and around 3.5k, 3.6k weapon damage. That's a lot of weapon damage, and a lot of recovery, Your recovery will be about 3k with that setup. I might run this when I get a sharpened axe or sharpened maul of Maelstrom or sharpened Masters 2H. I will try to run it, and I will run triglyphs instead. On my Bone Pirate I'll run some triglyphs because it will make up for my HP, which I will lose not being an Imperial, because I'd have to run the new food, and I preferably don't like running around with 20k, 21k HP in Cyrodiil. I'm a Stamblade, I'm already squishy enough. The only reason I'm surviving so long on Stamblade is because I kind of know how to play it. Yes, egotistical and stuff, but it's kind of true. So, that is what I run at the moment. It might change in Morrowind if I'm still playing by then, probably not. But people want to know what I was running, so this is what I'm running. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video, which will be coming out whenever my Shadowplay decides to stop being stupid. Anyways, thanks for watching.